What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
Hello everyone, and welcome on in to the show. Welcome in, all you builders, all you construction workers, you designers. We all got to give ourselves a little pat on the back for this one. That's right. We all came together. We all got involved. We all built a set. We built a league. It's super cool. It's super exciting. I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to see what's going on. Pools have been rolled as of today. Very, very exciting day. Pool day is always a good day. Hello, everyone. Welcome into Hunt the Week. This is your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. This is Build a Set, Build a League. Kickoff, Week 0. Who am I? I am your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco, your Goku or Go Home. I might be an 8-time top 8er. Top finalist. 2-time league winner. One time I might have top 8'd Secrets of Strixhaven League. I think top 16. Sorry. Top 16. Not technically locked yet, but oh boys, very specific scenario has to happen for me to not get in. And I just don't know that I believe in a specific scenario happening. Although it's possible. It is possible. We'll talk about it. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Big show, as always. But it's a kickoff show. It's a big show. Let's go ahead. Let's do it ourselves.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
That's right. We did it ourselves. We all got to build this set together. Before we get there, let's do a little housekeeping. This is currently the top 16 of Secrets of Strixhaven. Couple games left to play. The very last names could change. Nick L. Alfios, 23-7, gets the pennant. Congrats, Nick. Cam B. Prince Egbert, 23-7. Thea E. Catarang, 22-8. Michael B. Monkey Beige, 22-8. Ryan M. Rern, 22-8. Tim W. Zagager, 21-9. Chris P. Joker 01, 21-9. Wei C. Azayaka, 21-9. Lucas M. Finley 2K1, 21-9. Tim O. Zevin 28, 21-9. Emmett F. Subpulture, 21-9. Mike R. Powerful Falcon, 20-10. Andrew B. Azor 24, 20-10. John P. Goku or Go Home, 20-10. Chris O. Chris 91, 20-10. Evan C. Peas of Crab, 20-10. Evan can get knocked out by wins from a couple people. Chris could possibly get knocked out. I think I could still get knocked out, but man, it'd be tough. It'd be real tough. Just want to say before we move on to Build a League, it's super awesome that I was able to pull out the 4-1 Week 6 of Strixhaven. I loved that deck. It was so fun. I'm so happy that deck got there. Most likely. It was great. Super great. But we're in Build a Set, Build a League. We all got to submit 3 cards that got into the set. Everybody involved, 128 people, all put in 3 cards of their choosing. And then the rest of the time we were voting on cards. The Big Green Bomb, hard to cast black removal spell, blue bounce spell, blue counter spell, green counter, put a counter on a thing, or green ramp creature, white gain life thing, maybe. I don't think we actually voted on a white gain life thing. But there were keywords. It would be like, we need a thing with a keyword today. These are the keywords. So we would vote. It was super fun. They've done some play testing. I have been waiting, and we're going to do this live on air. People are excited. Everyone's very excited. I, of course, am very excited. It's a new league. It's a new time. It's an exciting time. I haven't looked at my pool yet. I've been waiting for this moment to get the live on-air reaction. Of course, I've been excited. It's been going on since this morning. Here are my rares. Oh my God. How many rares? Whoa, hold on, everybody. Is this me? This is me? We're talking Breach the Multiverse? Doppelgang? Hello? Living End, Breach the Multiverse, Doppelgang, Assassin's Trophy. Woo. This looks pretty sweet. Stoneforge Mystic, Matoya. Let's take just a quick look a quick look at the sealed deck link. Breach the Multiverse, though. Ooh, can we get to, 8 mana? Oh, man, there's a lot of good cards. The person above me opened a Dion. Oh, man. Oh, God. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Bria Riptide Rogue. I don't know that you're good. Did I open up any of the build-arounds? Ooh, we got an Ashiok. Did we open up any of the fun stuff? We got the House Meld, Ruin Crab. I don't know that we're milling, but we do have a Ruin Crab and a Tasha's Hideous Laughter. We got the Oni called Anvil and the Insidious Roots. Huh. Can we build around those? I'll have to look. I'll have to dig deep and see where the rest of the deck is actually at. I haven't paid too much attention. Ooh, Mindstone, Scrapwork Mutt, Messenger Hawk. I like it. Krosan Tusker. We're talking. We are talking. All right, so right off the bat, he's definitely got some kind of maybe graveyardy thing or some big mana Sultai thing. And if you think I don't want to be there in League, yeah, I'm going to be there. We're there. Hello, everyone. Hello? Doesn't that sound amazing? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I gotta do some building. I gotta see what's up. I gotta see what the meta is like. But here's the thing. Breach the Multiverse is so good. Doppelgang, so good. I can build around that. And here's the thing. Everything else I'm sure is great. People are saying that it came together really well. These are really hard decks to build. Maybe other people opened not Doppelgang and Breach the Multiverse. Maybe they opened 5 Ruin Crabs. Oh, if I would open 5 Ruin Crabs, I mean, that would be cool. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Self-Mill Living End. That's a deck, right? That's got to be a deck. How much Self-Mill do I have? That sounds fun. Self-Mill Living End. Ooh, we have an Aftermath Analysis. That helps. Stubborn Burrow Fiend. That helps. If only I could flash it back or get it back. We'll figure it out. Super cool. I'm excited to look into this and dig into it and start playing my practice games. Get out there and play your practice games, everyone. Of course. You got to be playing your practice games. It helps so much. Take it from someone who just snuck into a top 16. I played so many practice games. I played them constantly. I loved the deck. I didn't want to stop playing it. I played practice games after I was done because I wanted to keep playing so much. Practice helps. Helps you learn the deck. Helps you learn what other people are doing. Helps you learn how to play against those things. Do your practice games. And dude, you got time. You don't got to play Friday. You don't got to play Saturday. It's a long week. I know it's exciting and you want to start early, but you don't have to. Take the time to figure out what you're doing and know that you're doing the right thing. And speaking of, we have Buster. Buster's Corner, Buster's Block, Buster's Bangers. Of course, always helping out with the show. He called it Buster's S-tier words to live by. I don't know about that. We'll workshop it. If you're struggling in AGL, this advice is for you. It's taken Buster a full year to crack the top 32. Congrats, Buster, on getting his first top 32. And I had a couple abominable leagues early on. If you're not a prodigy like some people, not naming names, I wish you would have. I wish you would have, Buster, who come in and immediately start enjoying mega drafts. I'm in the same boat. So first, words of wisdom, spar, spar, spar. 3 words, 3 reasons. 1, AGL might look like a limited format, but it's actually closer to a hybrid of limited and constructed because you will have the opportunity to play up to 30 matches with a single pool of cards and practice as much as you want between real matches. You have the chance to really learn a deck. I agree. For those who have tuned a constructed deck, a lot of those skills transfer. Test different card choices. Experiment with sideboarding and learn when mulliganing is worthwhile. None of this is possible in a traditional limited format, and if you don't do it, you're leaving money on the table. Number 2, chaos is always a factor in the AGL. You are going to see card interactions that are new to you by virtue of throwing older cards in with a new set. You can't predict all the combos and nombos, but sparring will help. Number 3, it's super fun. I'm probably in the most extreme end, but with many leagues, just a week or 2, I give up on drafting a set because I'd rather play with my league deck. Even when I've been eliminated, I will usually be happy to spar. As Nick L. mentioned recently, you can really improve your game through sparring, especially if you play slow and talk through your lines together. That's totally true. Nick L., pennant winner, take this advice. We're giving you advice from people who are at the top. You don't got to take it, but take it if you want and if you want to try to get better. That's all for now. Feel free to let Buster know what he got wrong or send him advice that you think he should share in the future. Buster's S Words out. That's right, Buster is trying to do a little bit of a actually help you get better segment. How to get better at League, things that will help you improve, things that other people may have not known about. If you have any tips and tricks, send them over to Buster. He'll send them to me. We'll read them on the show. And, of course, we have a song from Kevin Icahn, 1993. Kevin with another song. Got this one in early. I loved it. Kevin's been on a streak, man. He's been on a really good streak of these songs. So much good feedback about him. I love him. So, Kevin, thank you so much. Here is the Ballad of Build-A-Set.
Oh, gather on the wizards and lend me your ear, for a set's being built and the brewing is here. No suits in a boardroom shall tell us what's in. 'Tis the players themselves who decide how we win. A skeleton waits with its slots to be filled, with commons and signposts and spells finely milled. And every day Johnny posts up a new call, a white 2-drop creature we nominate all. So vote, lads, vote for the cards that you love, for the burn down below and the flyers above. Vote, lads, vote, raise a pint and a cheer. We're building the set that will battle all year. We're building the set that will battle all year. On Wednesday come lands and the artifacts grand. On Thursday allied signposts take their stand. Then Emmy's Friday and Saturday brings the cheap little removals, the wickedest things. Whoa! Sunday the 1-drops come trotting along. Whoa! Monday the combat tricks join in the song. Tuesday brings 2-drops, then Wednesday the slain, the regular removal to bury the brain. Hey! So vote, lads, vote for the cards that you love, for the burn down below and the flyers above. Vote, lads, vote, raise a pint and a cheer. We're building a set that will battle all year. We're building a set that will battle all year. But that's not the end of your power, me friend, for each of ye gets 3 more cards to send. A rare or a mythic to shake up the hall, an uncommon mana and any at all. So slip in your pet card, your darling, your dear, that bomb that you've cherished for many a year. And if Johnny don't pick it to sit in the main, the bonus sheet's waiting, it won't be in vain. For no set was ever so truly our own, no limited format so lovingly grown. Each common, each rare, every signpost and spell was chosen by us, and we'll play it like hell. So vote, lads, vote for the cards that you love, for the burn down below and the flyers above. Vote, lads, vote, raise a pint and a cheer. We're building the set that will battle all year. We're building the set that will battle all year.
And of course he's back. Of course he's back. He can't be stopped. He won't be stopped. He's Kevin Icahn, 1993, and he makes good music. And we made a good set. We really did. We came together. I'm excited again. I just saw my pool, and I cannot wait to dig into it a little bit, to thank whoever put certain cards in there. I didn't see that. I don't think I got any of my own cards, but hey, we get to open some packs later on and see how it goes. I'm so excited for Build-A-Set. I'm also just excited for Magic. They've been doing lots of spoilers for the Marvel set. I don't know if anyone else has been following that. The SOS chat has turned into Marvel chat, and every day people are posting more and more cool Marvel cards. You got the Infinite Combo with Invisible Woman, Human Torch, The Thing, and Mr. Fantastic. They've actually spoiled some really cool cards, and I did want to play this little clip from the event last weekend where they spoiled a really unbelievable Marvel card.
Yeah.
You are my bomb rare, my one fixing land. Believe when I say I built it my way. But we want cards that draw cards. Archetypes sound real hard when you say this power level's not okay. Tell me, why did you add lightning grease and Nadu? Tell me why. Then there's Gruul, they got Minsk and Boo. Tell me why. Now no one out there can complain. We built it our way. Did I draw alliance? Oops, that's the One Ring. Yes, I know it's too strong, but I want to play it. Tell me why I'm sacking the trigger Oni cult. Tell me why Serval 1 bounced back my campaign. Tell me why these are the cards we're gonna play. 'Cause we built it our way. Now I can see we put in some strong cards. We've changed what it's gonna be. Yeah, no matter the power, I want you to know on your end step I'm drawing 3. You are my bomb rare, my one fixing land. You are, you are, you are, you are. These are the cards we someone just added bribery. Oh great, now we got Embercleave. No complaints now when we play. We built it our way. Tell me why Dream Trawler and Teferi. Tell me why Rain Freeze and Underworld Reach. Tell me why now you never get to complain. We built it our way. Tell me why Flicker with Parallax Wave. Tell me why Soul Herder and Atali. Tell me why I never wanna hear you complain. We built it our way. We built it our way.
Wow. That's cool. That's really cool. Thank you guys for doing that and being a part of it. And of course, again, get excited for Build a Set League. And we built it together. And you know what? If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come.
And they did. 128 people this league. Another nice turnout for a short 3-weeker that kind of just came together all off the behest of an idea thrown out by one Johnny M. Johnny. Johnny's been on the show a lot. He's one of my favorite people to talk to about in the server. He's got a cool head. I say it 1,000 times. He comes from a perspective of, I don't know, deep thought. I always respect everything he has to say. He's a guy who likes to build a set, likes to build a cube. I've played a lot of Johnny's cubes over the years. Played his bar cube in person. And now we got to come together and he got to curate the Build-A-Set. I can't wait to see what he's going to say in a couple weeks after he learns a lot. Because I know Johnny's taking in so much stuff from what he did. But I got to talk to him before the set was finalized, while we were still voting on some cards, and kind of talk about how it was going, what he thought was going to be an issue, kind of just how it was all happening. And it was a wonderful chat. So please join me and listen to my interview with Johnny now. That's right. This week, we are building it with none other than Johnny M, a.k.a. Johnny. Welcome to the show, Johnny.
Hey, John. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm so happy to have you on the show. You're taking the reins for this Build a Set League and steering us hopefully in the right direction as captain of the ship. And I wanted to get you on and talk about it. It seems like a real exciting time.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot going on. A lot of ideas flying all over the place, and I think there's a lot to talk about. A lot of meat on the bone.
There is. There's a lot of ideas flying around, and you have to be the person to kind of look at those ideas and go like, "Does this work? Does this make sense? Do we need this?" And then like even if you don't feel that way, if everyone starts jumping on board, you kind of have to be like, "Okay, how do we make it work?" Like, okay, now now what do we do with that? Um, so let's start there. I want to know what made you want to come back. You used to be LC. You seem to have taken over this league. They had kind of pitched, hey, who has a good 3-week design. And not only did you say, hey, I have this design, but I'd love to help put it together. What made you want to come back for this?
Well, I really like doing this kind of stuff, and Adam reached out and said, "Hey, do you want to help?" And I'm not sure how much how much help he meant.
Yeah.
But once I got going, got really excited about it, really enthusiastic, and I don't know, kind of took it over. I don't know if that's what they wanted from me, but that's what ended up happening. And that sometimes happens. In my experience with league committees, like, okay, we're doing a league for the set, who has an idea, and whoever is the most excited about it is the one that drives it and pushes it forward and kind of wills it into existence, let's say.
What was the original pitch that this kind of came out of, right? Because you kind of pitched something, and it turned into what this is. How far have we come from that pitch?
Yeah. Okay. So my first pitch was, well, let's just do Theros Beyond Death Flashback League. I got no traction. I'm the only person who wants to do that. So I also pitched, let's do some sort of community built set, which, is an idea that's sort of floated around here and there. We did one mini league a couple years ago, Shattered Tribes, that Andrew, next
Mopu Dofu
built. Yep. And since then, there's always been that idea of, hey, could we return to this for a full league? And I put that idea out there, and people liked it. It got some traction, and the league committee decided, let's do this, and they brought me in. And the idea originally was, I think, just like have everyone submit a common, an uncommon, and a rare, and we kind of go from there. Adam had the great idea of like, hey, what if instead of everyone submitting their own cards, we vote on them? And then that went into, okay, let's do a hybrid model. Everyone gets to pick their own cards still, but we'll also vote on commons and uncommons, the meat of the set. And then I made a schedule of voting with commons and uncommons, and Jordan rightfully called out, hey, that looks like a lot of voting. Like there were like 15 polls a day. Okay, so then we went down to commons, and then we figured, okay, instead of doing an old style set with 100 commons, we'll do a play booster kind of model with 80 commons, and got it down to a more manageable level. And I think that's when it kind of clicked and like, okay, this looks good. I think we have something here. This seems like the right thing now, where there's a good balance of that. And it's way more interesting like this than than the original idea of everyone just submits their own cards.
Yeah.
Because you have like as much discussion and daily voting and nominations and all that, which is a great process.
I love the community aspect right now. Everyone's voting. People that have their side, they argue for or against card. It's very judicial going on down there in the debater card. You got. I see a lot of Nick L, Caleb, Adam. They're people that are definitely pushing this set in a direction, right?
Yeah, and really like it's very very civil discussions, which is really nice. Very reasonable. there's some dissing of cards. There's never dissing other people or their ideas, you know. And I think, you know, it's really nice to see people, you know, working together and having their different ideas, trying to reconcile them. You know, if there's 100 people here building a league, there's 100 different ideas of what it should be. So how do you get everyone kind of going in the same direction?
Yeah, you do seem like you have the impossible task of putting stuff together from everybody from power level 0 to 10 and having it all kind of work together. But real talk, Johnny, what are your concerns? What are your concerns for this league, and what do you think some of the biggest struggles from building this set are going to come from?
I'd say the biggest concern is that it turns out to be like fun, limited gameplay. You know, it's not going to be the best Magic set ever. Hopefully, it'll be better than Spider-Man. You know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of this experience is loaded onto the building process, where the league itself is just like 3 weeks vanilla league, no added bells and whistles. Like once we actually start playing, so we need the gameplay to be good, and we're not, you know, doing a whole lot of play testing because of the process. There's not a lot of revision possible. So, you know, hopefully it still turns out to be fun to play. That's the biggest concern. And then, for the struggles, I think is just having 100 people. You know, everyone wants a different thing. There's different sliders, let's say, on should it be more of a structured set or more of a chaos pool? Should the power level be Arena Power Cube, or should it be regular limited? You know, should it be your favorite cards, or should it be synergistic with archetypes? And yeah, everyone has a different opinion, and so just trying to like get something that has a particular shape out of that instead of just being like a blob is, it's tough.
Are you happy with how it's coming along? I know you build a lot of cubes and stuff, you know, outside of this. So I know you know what it should look like. Are we on track?
I think all things considered, it's going really well. It, you know, compared to, let's say, one person building a cube, I like when I've built a cube, it's like I have a vision of what I want to do, and everything fits in that vision, and I can iterate and say, okay, I changed A, so now B's not as good, so I have to upgrade B, but now C doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Wait, let me go back to A and tweak that a little bit. But here, because of the size of the process and the timeline we have, the cards that we picked 2 weeks ago are locked in. We can't go back and say, oh yeah, you know, that one drop doesn't make sense anymore. We're just kind of stuck with it. So there's going to be some rough edges, a lot of loose threads like that. But yeah, that's it. You know, it's just a harder process with so many people, and just trying to keep it flowing forward. You know, in a reasonable amount of time is something.
And we're almost there as we record. It's currently Monday, but by the time this comes out, it'll be locked and happening. What archetypes are you excited for? What's well supported, and what do you think still needs a little bit of a boost? You know, what do you think is like, oh, this might be a little too strong, or oh, this might need some help?
So I'm actually excited for Mill, which
hasn't
been planned, but it turns out a lot of people like Mill, and a lot of people have added Mill cards.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw we keep getting a little bit more. Every time I look, there's like one more Mill card. I'm like, oh, we might be doing it.
Yeah, we got your Sphinx's Tutelage to start, and then Riverturn Monument, and Millstone's in there, and Altar of Dementia.
Yeah.
And Tasha's Hideous Laughter went in today.
Oh, nice.
So it's getting there, and that's kind of nice. Just like organically, hey, people like this. They're putting one card at a time, and it might get there. We'll see. And then for archetypes that need more help, definitely green-white has been identified as something that lacked a little bit of identity, and then because it lacked identity, then it's hard to make arguments for cards that fit it. It's gotten a few additions from people's submissions in the last couple of days, but it might not be there yet.
What's our current green white archetype?
It's sort of like green. Well, there's the Kutzel or something from LCI, who you draw cards when a creature with more power than its base power damages your opponent.
Yeah.
So encourages like doing counter stuff and pumping your stuff.
Mhm.
So some counter cards have started to go in, like there's Hardened Scales and Innkeeper's Talent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it might need a bit more help, and might have to add in like some green white uncommon counters card. There's a bunch of them to choose from, but
Yes, like that's their thing. That's their main thing.
2-drop 2/2 that says when you put a counter, put an extra one or something.
Yeah, easy. There's like 5 to choose from. No problem. That's exciting. And I saw you got to put your cards in first and foremost, very top of the list. Johnny M. Johnny, all the black cards you got to throw in there.
Yeah. So they don't fit any themes at all. Just, I don't know, I had to test the form to make sure it worked.
Hey, I think you got the people who are trying. There's a couple of different venues that you've touched on, right? There are the people who are putting in their favorite cards. I think that's kind of what I did. I put in cards that I love. There are people who are trying to put in powerful cards, people who are trying to put in very powerful cards, and they're trying to put in cards that help the set, that fill in gaps. Like, I think those are kind of the 3 main things that's happening. And even today, we're seeing people take some cards back. Some of these extra powerful cards are being swapped out for cards with a little bit of a lower power level, which is really cool, because I think there is at least a little concern about, like, Minsc and Boo, the One Ring, Nadu, Lightning Greaves, all that all that stuff, combo-y stuff,
Yeah, people have been great about that, really understanding and trying to find things that are interesting, or then ask me, okay, well, what do we need then? And I think actually what happened is, when submissions open for cards, probably the people who are saying, oh, I just want to put my favorite cards in, went first.
Yeah.
Because they know their favorite cards. And other people who are like, well, I want to see how the set develops.
Yeah.
Have been holding back. And so the initial set of cards is like, whoa, in the first 10 submissions, we have, One Ring and Minsc and Boo, like you said. And then sometimes that sets a tone for other people to follow. But yeah, today was really good, where we kind of dialing it back a little bit. And,
no Soul Ring, huh? No one put in a Soul Ring yet?
it's not craftable on Arena.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You can't make Soul Ring on Arena? Wow. Yeah. That kind of blows my mind. What card do you think is going to be the biggest groaner, biggest complaint card? Like I said, we're talking Minsc and Boo. Did Minsc and Boo Run Ring? They're still in, or did they get swapped yet?
They're out.
They're out. Man, I gotta say, I already recorded my song, and I'm talking about all these cards. I might have to change some lyrics.
I think the biggest groaner is probably going to be like Mana War, or maybe Mana Leak, because they're common, so you're going to see them a lot.
I like it.
The big mythics, maybe less than 10 people are going to open them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to hurt too many people, but a lot of people are going to get their creatures bounced on 3.
Oh boy, get ready for that. Blue's looking, especially you bounce up, you mill them. Oh boy, it's sounding good already, isn't it? Isn't it sounding sweet? Well, that's awesome, man. I'm really excited for this league. I think this looks really fun. I love seeing the community together. I love the excitement. It's one of those things where people are excited about it. People are talking about it. And as we get closer and closer, like, what is it? Pools are on Wednesday like normal?
Thursday.
Just
I need Wednesday to really finalize things.
Sure.
Get a card file ready. Deal with the late registrants.
Yep. So we got a few more days to get everything together, but it's almost there. It's almost done. I saw you were even rolled a test pack, and man, it looked pretty sweet. It really did.
I did a whole test draft, and at the end, I'm like, "Wow, I've got Minsc and Boo. I got 2 Embercleaves. Like, these bots I'm going to play against don't stand a chance." I had like three what are the Weavers that ramp you, or the turn 3 Minsc and Boo. Oh boy!
I saw you. Did you have you've got a draft happening a test draft for the set coming up as well, which I think is a really cool idea. Could give people an early taste and also try and like just see how it plays, get a look at it. I think that's so cool.
Yeah. Seeing a couple games, actually, like playing one game is worth, 12 hours of looking at a cube cover sheet, right? Of seeing,
Right.
okay, how are things actually interacting? What's actually going on here?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than putting in all this time and effort and just going, oh, we missed this very obvious thing that like everyone has and is game breaking. So like, you know,
But again, we're going in one direction, so it's there's no for the most part, we're not relitigating the past.
all gas, no brakes, right? Yeah. Pedal down. We got some great league questions for you, Johnny. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Bob P. Hit. What card have you been excited or hopeful to add to the set that no one has suggested yet?
Well, I'm hoping someone adds Grey Merchant of Vashfidel.
Oh, yeah.
I think, one, it's a super fun card.
Mhm.
I think black could use some love. And also some devotion would be nice. Soup, big concern. We're in the shadow of Strixhaven. And so having some devotion to give you a reason to really focus in is great.
Mhm.
I think the only devotion card so far is Thassa's Oracle, one of your ads.
Yep.
So thank you for that.
Hey, happy to and you know what? It's a fair card, I believe, in this cube. I don't think anyone can really break it unless you're like milling yourself or something. Which at that point, go at it. Sounds fun.
There's Underworld Breach and Brainstorm.
Oh,
We're
okay,
added in
okay,
together.
yep. Of course, who could forget?
If someone gets all three of those, go for it.
Yeah,
Share the screenshot. We love it.
Have your fun. Have your fun. You still gotta make it work. You still gotta do all that stuff. And Grey Merchant also great flicker target for the flicker archetype. Like, oh man, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
If you're out there, Grey Merchant, maybe a Bolus at Citadel as well. That always helps with Black Devotion. Oh
yeah.
I'm getting excited. I love Grey Merchant. What a fun card.
And maybe one other card for Bob would be Dark Depths, which I seeded Vampire Hexmage in. It was the first card in the set, but no one's taken the bait.
Well, it's there to kill all the planeswalkers, you know. There we go. Yeah, somebody put it in Dark Depths. I've never actually played with Dark Depths. This could be my first time to do it. So someone please put that in the set. That sounds fun. Until I lose to it on turn 3 or 4 or whatever it is, you know, like so cool, so awesome.
Dark Depths was in the first version of the Arena Power Cube, and I tried it a lot, and it sucks. And it got caught right away. It sucks in the Arena Power Cube context. Maybe for us, it might be okay. I don't know.
That's the thing. A lot of this is like, it might be fine, right? Like this is an experiment to see if this works and if this is, because here's the thing, this could be a hit, right? Like this could be a league that like a thing we revisit again and again if it's well received and if it goes really well, because it's so community focused by design, and I really just love community aspects of leagues. So I don't know, I'm excited for it, and I know so many people are too. Just like our next question asker, Kenny W. Niv Mizzet. What limited archetype for the set are you most excited to see play out, and what's one you wish made it in but didn't?
So playing out Mill.
Yeah.
Hopefully people can make that work.
Please.
And there's nothing I was really wishing to get in. Approach everything pretty open-minded. We'll see what the community wants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly trying to just keep us focused and moving forward and orderly instead of like trying to craft the set that I want.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of Madness and Mayhem. So it would have been nice to get some of that, but it takes a lot of support. Adam added Containment Construct.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, if you just have that, all of a sudden you're looking at that kind of deck on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Containment Construct, when you discard a card, you can play it from your graveyard until end of turn. We have the Cycling Lands work really well with that.
Oh, yeah.
And, various looting effects that are going to be all over the place.
Yeah, that sounds. And then again, that card's that's it's its own engine, really. Kamigawa, what a fun set, what a fun card. And Madness is great. I love Madness, but you're right, it is hard to make because you got to put in all the pay, you got to put in the things that discard, and then the things that care about being discarded, and it's a little tough.
I got Madness into the Jumpstart side event that's going on right now.
Which that side of it's madness in itself. For anybody trying to follow along with what's going on, we all built Jumpstart packs. Some go together really well, some don't go together at all, as Jumpstart is. And we all got to play each other with these wild and wacky packs. Super fun. It looks fun, and I know York's been trying to make Jumpstart work basically since I came into the server. Like it's a long-standing thing. And again, another cool community aspect where we all made packs and we all get to play with the packs. Yeah, everybody made, which is really, really fun. Alex L. Poison Chicken, what's your all-time favorite limited set?
Khans of Tarkir.
Really?
Yeah, it's when I came back to Arena, it wasn't really well received.
No, everyone hated it. Boomer magic, they called it.
Yeah, it's got a sweet spot in my heart. I like the slower gameplay, and Morph is such a fun way to play Magic. It's like totally unique as a mechanic and makes you play the game differently, completely. Like the bluffing element you don't really get elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's one of those
and at this point, I put on a pedestal where like nothing can touch it. There might be something better, but no, sorry, this one's set in its place on the mantle.
All you haters, Jack H. Rackick, listen up. Khans of Tarkir, all-time greatest draft format. Really, what a format that was. You get the morphs, but they also got the fun morph flip rule where it's like, once it doesn't really matter until they get to a certain amount of mana, and then it really does matter. Unless they've got like secret plans or any of those cards that care about morphs, which also made morphs really fun. Yeah, every time that mechanic has come back in every way, it's always been a good time. But I agree, KTK OG, it's a classic. It's hard to top. It really is.
Yeah, hard to go back to though, because it is like at the time it was pretty weak, and like now it's like I think people who didn't play back then, hard to imagine like why are these cards so bad?
Yeah, they are not good cards. Except for the cards that are good. Those cards are really good. But yeah, unless you've got your Sagu Maulers or whatever, you're having a tough time.
Yeah.
Luke M. Gravecrawler, do you have a favorite time period? I love this question. Favorite time period or run of leagues in AGL history? What did you like most about the league around that time? When was your golden age of League?
It's probably around Lost Caverns of Ixalan to about OTJ.
Mm-hmm.
I think MKM's in there and Chaos 3.
Yeah.
And the reason there is I think we got much better at making leagues.
Mm-hmm.
It was constant improvement. And I think that's the point where we got this down. We know what we're doing. We're doing it well. The tech's advanced to a good point. But also I did prefer the smaller league sizes.
Yeah.
That's when we're still sub 100 people per league. So there, I found a bit more of a community aspect. I could look at the standings and see a name and I know who that is and I recognize it. Once we started getting up, now in the 200s, we're still making good leagues, but it's a little different. It doesn't quite feel the same.
It is as the community grows, everyone's face gets a little more blurry, right? Like,
yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
There's so many people that I want to get on the podcast, and it's so hard. But now with so many people, it's what time we have, and it's just hard to top 8, top 16 one of these things now because there's so many people and everyone's so good. It's not like we're getting more and more weak players in here. As more and more new players come in, they're great players. The league gets harder, it gets bigger, but we also grow and get more and more wonderful people, which is the fun trade-off of it as well. We get our Knicks, our Busters, our whoever came in the last league and will come in for build a set. Is there any new players coming in for build a set? Is this their first league? That'd be wild.
I don't know. I don't
We don't have that
keep track
information.
of that. Yeah, I don't have the info yet.
What? But if you are, man, what a set to come in on. A set where you, what a league.
Well, there might be. I think there's a couple people who came in from like the Reddit posts. This would be their first time, which I could see like, hey, this is something totally unique.
Mhm.
It appeals to a certain type of player that maybe other leagues haven't. You're like, this is a league for the Melvins.
This is the design head. This is all the people out there that talk about cubes and building their own cubes and Johnny's Bar Cube and you know all the other cubers out there. This is
Yeah,
this is a league.
how do cards work, how do sets work, how do mechanics interact with each other. Apologies to all the Vorthoses, like our flavor and our theme here sucks. It just doesn't exist. Uh, I think the Johnnies are going to be happy. They're going to have cool stuff to do.
Mhm.
The Timmies, maybe they can get some fun stuff in.
Yeah.
Spikes, I don't know, it's a unique format to master. Maybe they might get a little annoyed by some of the powerful stuff their opponents are doing to them, or maybe a mess of balance. But definitely for the Melvins, this is for us.
I love it. And I gotta ask, so every day we vote on the cards and you will say like, today we're doing our blue counter spell or our black removal spell or our big green creature or our black discard spell, whatever. Do you have like a list that says all like a cube should have these things? Or have you made something that you're kind of going off of to kind of know like in a standard Magic set, you basically have these kinds of cards.
Yeah, so very specifically, I wanted this not to be like a normal pure cube,
Mhm.
just because I don't think like a normal cube translates to Sealed League. There's issues with how those two things interact.
I like that.
But a normal set works very well. We've done it for many sets, for every set. And so, yeah, there was, for me, it was important that we follow a typical set structure. Mark Rosewater has articles on this.
Sure,
and
yeah.
so it was like, look at what he's laid out and try to follow along to make sure we have like a structure that will make this set functional.
Mhm.
You get your 6 packs. Can you build a deck with it? Like
Yeah.
that's important. And like in Cube, you say like, it's draft. Drafts is self-correcting.
Mhm.
Maybe you have to do certain things that are like for this Cube style of gameplay.
Yeah.
But for us, we're saying like we want to play Sealed League. You want the gameplay to be sort of normal limited.
Uh-huh.
And so you kind of need a sort of normal limited set structure. Just like, having a curve. That's important.
Yeah.
And, with the original idea of just that all the cards are people's submissions, you could do that and say, hey, no one submitted any 2-drops. They're all doing splashy 3 and 4
Yeah,
drops. And like all of a sudden, all these games are weird because there's no aggro and no one's doing anything for the first couple turns. Or you say, everyone put big, I don't know, bomby creatures, and no one thought to put Doomblade.
Yeah.
And and then those games are totally messed up. So having the set structure makes sure it's like, look, there's removal, there's a curve, there's every typical effect. It's covered.
So cool. And it's been such a fun process to watch happen in real time. Like every day I go through the cards, I see who's nominated, I kind of put my thumbs up, and the next day I vote for my cards. And at some point during the day later on, sometimes I change my vote just to keep things a little spicy because sometimes I'm swayed by something in the debate channel. I don't know. It's been really fun.
And just one more point on the sort of set structure and the voting schedule. That's another thing that got a credit to Adam for, was when he was writing the rules. He says, we have this voting schedule, a draft voting schedule, and like, can we group it up some way to have like titles for each day or something? Because it was much more jumbled on what's going on what day. And there I was able to kind of revise it and say, okay, yeah, today is 3-drop day. Today is big removal day. And that was another thing where like, okay, this looks so much better. It's gonna be so much easier for people to to follow and understand for their nominations of like what are we supposed to focus on now?
Yep.
Instead of oh well, today's the blue bounce spell day, but the red 2-drop day and the black murder day, and then it's harder to think about it.
No, it is. It's easy to comprehend and easy to parse because we know what we're doing. Evan C. Pizza Crab, plug some music for the community.
Sure. Last Friday, I went to see Uransi Pazuzu, who a Finnish psychedelic black metal band were in town.
Ooh.
I guess they're touring North America, maybe. They don't come here very often.
Yeah.
Something to check out.
Whew.
And Amon Ra is currently touring. They were here last Wednesday. They're a post metal band from Belgium. They're like best in the world at that.
Wow.
So there you go. Uransi Pazuzu and Amon Ra.
All you metalheads coming out of the
bands.
woodwork. I've never heard of any of these bands, but they sound fun. Joaquin E. Diabolic Machine. How do you always beat me? I have a winning record all time in the AGL, but he's 1-8 against you. What are you doing to this guy?
I don't know. It's probably just variance. Like, sorry, man. it just goes that way sometimes.
Yeah, watch out, Joaquin. He's got your number.
I always wonder, like, if there's like matchups or play styles. Like, hey, if he's always playing aggro and I'm always playing mid range, then I'm naturally going to be advantaged over him. Or if he's always playing black green and I'm always playing white blue, then something like that where it's just the matchup and our tendencies work one way or another.
I've noticed that with certain people, and I'll call him out. Ryan D. the Slickness, who I have a terrible record against. He's aggressive. I'm a slow control guy. He beats me. Adam S. Wisma, he plays tempo fast stuff. I play slow stuff. He beats me. You pick up on this after a while.
And that kind of goes back to what I was saying, how the OTJ kind of period, LCI period of a bit of a smaller league. I like that a lot, is you see these trends where 200 people, you don't get the same matchups as often, and you kind of lose that aspect.
It's it is one of the things we've lost. But again, it is fun to get to know the new people and learn about them. It's just, but it takes time. It takes time. Buster S. Huger, your dedication to HEL is obvious. Where does it come from, and what can we do to replicate it in others?
I think it's just a matter of like being really proud and really enjoying this community we built. And so it's easy to be dedicated to something that's so great, and wanting to nurture it and see it grow and evolve.
And you have seen it grow and evolve so much over a long time.
Too much so that I'm complaining about it.
And you've left, you've come back, these dips of Johnny.
Yeah, but and also I think kind of very personally, because it kind of grew from in-person group where like a bunch of these old timers who I know, I see them every week, friends with them, and so that helps create an extra bond, and that's part of the factor of I think why the community that grew has turned out great, because it had a basis of like people knowing each other and being friendly with each other and respecting each other.
Yeah,
that everyone else has kind of taken up and gone with.
Well, I thank you for being so passionate and bringing that passion to the AGL. I've said it a million times. I'm a big Johnny fan. I'm a big fan of your design, but also just the care and love that you put into everything and your level-headedness. You don't seem to get shaken. You don't seem to get rattled easily. You always have a calming mind and presence in my eyes. And I knew this league was in a good hands when you stepped up and you said, "Hey, I'm going to be doing this." Not to say that the people that run league don't do a wonderful or great job, but man, I don't know how to build a cube, but I know Johnny does. So I was excited.
Thanks, John.
Our last question comes from Lata. You personally have to add 3 more cards to the set. What do you pick?
All right, so going with Gray Merchant.
Love it.
I'm going to answer this like with my player hat, not my helping kind of oversee this project hat.
I like it.
I'm going to add at least 3 more cards before all is said and done, for sure. But if I didn't have to worry about the whole thing, and I'm just doing it selfishly, probably Grey Merchant, maybe Demonic Tutor, although it's probably like pretty bad for like the environment.
I love it.
You know, one of my favorite cards, up there with Evolving Wilds. Chris Sinkwater hasn't submitted his cards yet. I think Demonic Tutor is his favorite card.
It's definitely well up there for him, I'm sure. Yeah, it's up
right
there. We'll see if it can still happen. Maybe it can happen.
Maybe he'll get it in there, and then probably some other devotion card just to reinforce that theme and try to make sure it doesn't get too soupy. I'm not sure which one though. It could be just like Fanatic Amogus to dome people for.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Are you worried about soup? You think soup could be a problem?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I want to do the playtest tonight to kind of see what it actually looks like, and it's hard to tell sometimes what the actual ASFAN is, like how much fixing does show up in packs.
Yeah,
and hopefully there's enough good reasons to focus in on an archetype, but we'll see. And I know a lot of other people are concerned about it, and again, we're in the shadow of Strixhaven, so it would be good to err too far in the other direction.
I like it, and like I said, I'm excited for this set. I know you're doing a wonderful job curating it and building it, Johnny. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I can't wait to play it. I hope the draft night goes well. I'll probably stop in and watch a little bit of it if I can. And again, thank you so much for doing this, Johnny. You're the best. I can't say enough nice things about you for all the time and effort you put in. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, John. And I hope this goes well too. And I hope that this stands as like something that we've all created. 100 people have contributed in different ways, and we're going to use this for the mega draft. And I'm sure there's going to be more side event drafts for it, and there's got to be a roto.
Got to,
so maybe it'll show up in the floor too if that ever happens, and
to the moon.
Maybe it'll find other ways to show up in future leagues and player of the year and whatnot. And for years, we'll remember this thing that we created, for good or bad. Hopefully good.
Hopefully good. Again, Johnny's the best. I love talking to Johnny. I love having Johnny on the show. One of the nicest, smartest guys. And oh man, if you're a metalhead, start talking to Johnny about metal music, because I don't know anything about it. That's not my thing. But he always is recommending some music that I know there are people on the server that they would enjoy it, and they want to talk about it, and I want to see some more of that. Thanks you so much, Johnny, for helping build this set, for putting it all together, putting in so much time. I can't imagine how much time has gone in, and all the people voting and debating cards. Thank you to everybody. Well, I love how the community has come together for this thing. It's just been so fun to watch and be a part of. I already love this league. And Johnny said it best, everything's top-loaded. Now we just play. So let's hope that excitement can carry for the next couple weeks, and that in 2 weeks we're not just going, we put in these dumb cards and now this dumb set sucks. And we're bummed out. I hope we don't get there. Again, I'm pumped. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what's going on in this set. And I hope you are too. Again, it's been a real fun league. They're doing a roto of Build-A-Set. Build-A-Set's going to be coming back for Player of the Year and other things. Chris York is doing his Jumpstart event. World Cup is going on. I've made it through to the knockout round. I don't know what round I'm in. The second round. I'm in the second round. I built a mill deck. I'm excited to play it. I'm not going to do well, but I'm going to enjoy playing it. And that's all I care about. I'm going to have fun. I'm about to have some fun trying to mill people out with Psychic Corrosion. It's open deck list. I'm spoiling nothing. Everyone knows. And I was the only one who brought mill to the table. Everyone else is splashing planeswalkers. Okay? How do you think I'm going to do based off those two things I just said? I hope you're pumped for Build-A-Set League. I know I am. I can't wait to see what's going on. Go play your practice matches. Please get involved. Have some great games. Try and build a fun deck. Try and figure this thing out. And we'll see everybody here next week. Until then, I hope you get to keep a good 7. I think I want 7 lands to try and catch this Breach the Multiverse. mean, maybe not 7 lands, but I got to get there, right? I got to get to a bunch of mana. And I hope that Shuffler's in your favor. Because if I mill myself and I mill my Insidious Roots, what am I doing? Am I just done? I can't win now? Is that my deck? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the sounds of that. And we'll see everybody here next week. Until then, I guess this is Go Home.
Do you want some, mate? I'll give it you. You want some? You want some, do you?